Hi all, this is Cam Calderon. I want to give you a very warm welcome to Economic Analytics. In this video, we are going to cover issues about the module. So we will go over Blackboard and also we will go to the module handbook. So let's go to my full desktop. So I think we start here, then here we are. This is the module handbook. So economic analytics, year 21-22. The credit value is 15 credits. So you will have this academic year this recording as a lecture, and then also you will have lab sessions, face-to-face sessions. I'm very happy because I'm going to see you around. And yes, this is my email address. In this room I am available. However, I would prefer if you just send me an email and we can meet in the coffee shop, for instance, in a space that is more open. And also, these are my advice and feedback hours. If these hours are not good for you for some reason, just let me know. We can just simply sort something else. In terms of online labs, you can take note of this. These are the dates or the days in which we are going to have lab sessions in the trading room, HU 2.01. The sessions are on Monday at 9 a.m. and at 12 p.m. and also on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. This module has two assessments. The first one is presentation, which the length is about 15 minutes. The weight is 50%, and the deadline is going to be 1 of April, the 1st of April at noon. The second assessment is going to be a final exam. The type of the questions are essay questions, and you will have 24 hours in order to hand in your exam. So very much like a lot of time to answer any questions that you want to respond. We will go over that later. Please read the mission, the vision, and the values of the business school. I think this is important, or relatively important. I think you should have read this at least once. This handsome guy, as always, is your module leader, Cam Calderon. I am going to be delivering the lectures together with the lab sessions. You have here my phone number. The last 4 numbers is my extension, so if you decide to contact me from a line from the university, the last 4 numbers. What else do we have in here? My research interests. Right, so this is the module or outline. So this module is going to provide an applied framework for economists to understand decision making, and we are going to develop a very important skills that you are going to need to apply for jobs as analysts, economic analysts. So among these skills are the use of any statistical software, so we are going to use R, and also this is the only module in economics that uses Refinitiv. Refinitiv is like the competence of Bloomberg, so they are softwares that have a lot of information, so they have many databases, they have many information from different sources, financial institutions, economic institutions, public institutions, private institutions. So I believe that getting to know one of these softwares, Bloomberg or Refinitiv, is very important. We will go over the certificates that you can get from Refinitiv and Bloomberg later on in my course as well. These are the learning outcomes. Each learning outcome is mapping to one of the assessments. So for instance, the first one is mapping to the presentation to evaluate economic and investment decisions. So we have some presentations that are going to go over that. And so on so far. So please read the learning outcomes. We are going to cover them during our course. Here we have the skills that you are going to be practicing interpersonal communication, written communication, planning and organization, oral presentation, problem solving, numeracy, and software skills. Right, so here you will find in this page the indicative lectures for this year. I have not made like big changes from the previous year, although I have some sessions that I want to improve, so I want to add something more about business cycles. There is a very nice material about that, so you will understand how to get the business cycles using R, the statistical software, make the plots, understand the Lorentz curve, etc. So there is something that, and many other themes as well that I would like to add to this module. Obviously, that is going to be a very slow process, so I will let you know like meanwhile we are advancing. At the beginning, we are going to have in our labs here on the right, on this column, you can check them. We have several lab contents. You have also here in for this module a lab handbook together with this module handbook. So you will find the lab handbook as well in my in the Blackboard shell. Right, what else do we have here? You will find here all the indicative lectures and all the indicative lab contents. If something changes, I will change. I will let you know via announcement that we have changed certain part of this schedule. All right. At the end, you are going to be covering some foundations on CBA. CBA is cost-benefit analysis. That will help you a lot in order as well to improve one of the skills that usually they ask at the Government Economic Service, which is CBA analysis. So knowledge about CBA. Right. So how is this going to be taught? As I said before, we will have an asynchronous recording, which I'm going to upload in Blackboard. This is the first lecture. So yes, I am going to do that. This first lecture is just to explain to you what are like the outline of this course. And the participation in the labs is mandatory. Yes, it is a yes. If you are not in the country, if you are not in the UK, please let me know. You will be able to go to Teams and find there a link to my sessions. Obviously, it's not going to be quite the same, since these workshops are like an environment in which I pass computer by computer, looking at your developments, at your work that you are doing there, at your knowledge. You will be asking me questions. I will try to answer some questions online, but my attention obviously is going to be mostly over the people that I have face to face. However, if you are not here, or if you get sick, or if you are have any other mitigating circumstances, you can attend the course in the Teams link. Right, the attendance, so you will need to sweep your cards once you enter into the room. We do not need to upload any other form on internet, since we are in the room, in the trading room, HUT 2.01. Okay, right, yes, so please come to the lab at like 10 minutes before the time. Sometimes it's distracting if you come late. That causes a lot of disruption. I will need to come back to the explanation of what we are doing. So please come back or come before the time. If you need a request or transfer for a group, please let me know. I think you will need to apply to the Student Advice Center, and I will authorize that. All right, apart from that, there are going to be extensions. If you want an extension, extensions are given to deadlines for assessments. Only if you have mitigating circumstances, you will need to apply now to the Student Advice Center, not anymore to your module leader. So please do that, and they will let me know the result of your request. Okay, here we have what happens if you submit late. So 40% for undergraduate modules, that will be capped. Deferrals, if your circumstances are very, very bad, like you cannot, you need more than 14 days, so you will be able to apply for a deferral, which will give you more days to submit your assessment at the full of your potential. So, right, so students need some prior learning on macroeconomics and microeconomics, since we are covering topics on these two fields. Right, I think this module enhances very much your employability, since you are learning key skills to apply for the jobs that you want to get, yes, as economic analyst, for instance, and many other, for instance, in research, in banking, etc. Okay, so here we have the students' responsibilities, participation, respect. We have here on this section Blackboard and module communication. So for us, Blackboard is key. As in the previous year, in macroeconomics, I got like a couple of students with problems with plagiarism. I would like to see this problem in GIA 2, in level 5. So please remember to read this. You are not meant to copy any other people's slides. You are not meant to copy and paste paragraphs from other people, or like make any other attempt to submit a work that is not yours. Right. Yes, so here we have the assessment again, presentation, the unseen examination, the deadlines, the presentation weight. I already referred back to that. This year, students must record an individual video with their voice and slides. Students must demonstrate subject knowledge of the module contents and match the assignment criteria explained below. So we have an assignment brief, so I will go and I better explain that there. I will jump here to the 24 hours final examination. So this means that you will receive, just to say an example, your assessment at 9 a.m. and then you will need to submit at 9 a.m. next day. Right, the type of questions are essay questions. You will only need to write one essay, and you will need to demonstrate subject knowledge of this module and other characteristics that we will discuss previously, like in the weeks previous to the exam. This is the assessment criteria, more or less what means your marks. And this is the module reading list. This is key, this book. We are going to use many of the topics that we are covering comes from this book. This is the book for CBA, so we will be using this mostly at the end of this course. And I will add some other content. I will let you know. I am actually about to receive a new textbook in order to add some topics from there. So I will let you know, I think this is like a transition year in which we are trying to improve this module further. Although last year we have excellent results in terms of student satisfaction. Okay, so right, the communication with the SAC, Blackboard. I think you already know how to use Blackboard. This outline, this handbook covers many information about university regulations, support from students, the MU facilities, the MU international support, student experience initiatives, student voice, module level feedback, student representation, student satisfaction surveys, student representation at the staff consultative committees, etc. Okay, I will stop here this first part, and I will explain in my next video the assignment brief. I want just to make a different video because I want to like suggest you to see that video, and I think it's a very good break here.